That is see. Now, tell me, other presidents are not even going to see. This was democratically elected by the people, and the president that was elected by the people was Louis.
They never understand it. It's Jimmy Whitey.
Let the fact be said. Let's just say the facts, the real facts. And this is the real fact too. I just want to say the real facts. And this fact that is need to be said is, tell me the truth. What Donald Trump now is saying to Nigeria, is it a respect or disrespect? Somebody should tell me, because somebody will not just sit in his own country and in its own government and sit down and using his government. I don't know that, did he forget that Nigeria also have their own government? That we have government and each government need to be respected. Yes, has Donald Trump forgotten that? Because the country does not, you are not part of our country. Nigeria, you are not part of it. You are not from Nigeria. You are not a government of Nigeria. You are not anything in Nigeria. It's just because we do business with you people. It doesn't matter whether the president is visiting you or not. It doesn't matter. There is no problem whether the president, it depends on president. If they want to do business with the country, they want to visit you, or if you want to come, like the time you come for Buhari, fine. Everybody has his own way, but that does not give you the right, ultimate right, to sit in your country and declare something and decide to invent military into Nigeria. And these are the reasons why other countries, they are interested. Now China has come and warned that you should not even try it, because China have investment in Nigeria. A lot of countries now that have investment in Nigeria are now warning. Yeah, I'm telling you, don't even try it. And Nigerians, even apart from them warning, Nigeria alone can stand you. Because I don't know, Nigeria has never one day. Let me tell you something, sometimes you people don't sit. You see, listen, your president does not make you like the world of everything. That is your own. If you feel that, oh, you are, what they call it, you are national, what they call it, these people that used to do globalism, they call them globalism. If you are globalism, if you are a globalism, you know what they call globalism. If you are a globalism or that want to rule the whole world, it's left for any president that will give you that space of want to rule the whole world. But not every citizen that will agree on it. So, but your whatever thing, if you say you want to sanction Nigeria because of you feel that there is genocide in Nigeria, I am a Nigerian and I'm telling you right now that there is no genocide in Nigeria. There is no Nigeria, and I'm a Christian. I'm a big time Christian in Nigeria. I'm a Christian and I have never seen such a thing being happening. The only thing that I know that is happening in Nigeria is Boko Haram, kidnapping, stealing, which is normal in every area, not only in Nigeria. Every country has kidnapping, stealing. Every country has global crisis. Every country have economic problem happening. So even the one in America now is even worse. It's high rates. So don't sit there and think and come back and talk that it's like America is everything is better in America. Is it not the America that we have been? Please leave our country hand alone. Leave our country. That's what I'm telling you. Leave our country, because we have our kids, our children, our family in our country. And as a Christian, it is not even in your hand for you to talk. If you are concerned about Christians and you want to fight a Christian, the Bible says the battle is of God, it's not of you. So if you want to make peace, you really want to make peace, you should be concerned with the Christian Union. Now, have you ever talked to the Pope, who are the organizer of Christian Union? Have you gone to the Christian Union, call the Christian, the big Christians? Have you gone to the Christians and talk to them Have you gone to the bigger boss Christian association? Get them and you and them talk and let them tell you whether there's genocide. All I'm telling you, there is a lot of problem that is happening in America. Yeah, there's a lot of problem there. You need to face that problems. You need to face your economy problem there. You need to face the crises that are happening there. There's a lot of things. Face that place. Face it. Don't sit on your. If you watch our national assemblies, we don't sit to talk about you people. If we don't sit, you people will sit in your seat and what people are talking about Nigeria. So you don't have anything. Citizens are there crying, weeping, no job, nothing. People are going 10 jobs, 20 jobs in that country not to survive. That is not your problem to you, Abi. Mr. Man, remove what is in your eye before you remove what is in your eye. I'm a Nigerian, you better leave my country hand and face what is there. Anyway, guys, welcome to Jimmy White TV podcast. I am here talking about this and I want us to deliberate on it, because this is concerning all Nigerians to come out and say the truth. Let this man go and sit down. You understand me? Anyway, I want to watch this video and see what how China has decided, you understand me, to come into this matter, because China have investment in Nigeria. Not only investment, Nigeria is part of we do business with China. Another country who are warning Trump never to even try one single this thing. Yeah, if you talk, we'll combine, all of us will fight the country. Fight that you and bring you down. When you were doing elections, see the way Nigeria was supporting you. It just come from nowhere. You don't even consider that we have it just come. We are not happy with what you are saying. Anyway, guys, I'm going to see you after this video. We'll talk more on this.
To our viewers here in Nigeria and around the world, I'm Layo Olarinde. Here's what's coming up in the half hour. Known as one of the most powerful U.S. vice presidents, former Vice President Dick Cheney dies at the age of 84. China opposes using religion, human rights to interfere in Nigeria amid threats from U.S. President Donald Trump. NIPCOM says Nigeria's President Tinubu remains committed to religious freedom for all. Let's begin the world today. Former U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney has died at the age of 84. Mr. Cheney served as Vice President under President George Bush from 2001 to 2009. The former president, George W. Bush, describes his passing as a loss to the nation and a sorrow to his friends. According to his family, he died from complications of pneumonia and cardiac and vascular disease on Monday night. He previously served as President Gerald Ford's White House Chief of Staff in the 1970s and spent a decade in the House of Representatives before becoming Defense Secretary in 1989. As Vice President, he was a key architect of the war on terror following the devastating 9/11 attacks and an early advocate of the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Mr. Cheney later became a strong critic of the Republican Party under Donald Trump and will also be remembered for accidentally shooting a friend during a 2006 hunting trip. Well, the race is on for the mayor's seat in New York as U.S. President Donald Trump has endorsed Andrew Cuomo in the New York City mayoral race, urging voters not to elect left-wing frontrunner Zoran Mamdani. Mr. Cuomo, who is an independent candidate and former Democratic governor of New York, responded saying the president's statement is less of an endorsement of him than an attack on Mamdani. President Trump also threatened to cut federal funding to New York City if Mr. Mamdani is elected. While opinion polls show that Mr. Mamdani, the Democratic nominee leading Cuomo, who is running as an independent after losing to him in the Democratic primary. Well, here in Nigeria, China is firmly opposing the United States' use of religion and human rights to meddle in Nigeria's affairs after Washington threatened a possible military action over the alleged killing of Christians in the north. During a news conference in Beijing today, the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning said religion and human rights is not an excuse to interfere with other countries' internal affairs and threaten them with sanctions and force. She says, as Nigeria's comprehensive strategic partner, China firmly supports the Nigerian government in leading its people on the development path suited to its national conditions. On Saturday, U.S. President Donald Trump threatened Nigeria with possible military action for the alleged killing of Christians, with claims that Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. He also accused radical Islamists of being responsible for the mass slaughter. The Nigerians in the Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, in the meantime, is urging Nigerians at home and abroad to unite against the decision to classify Nigeria as a country of particular concern by U.S. President Donald Trump. Chairman, CEO of NIDCOM, Honorable Abike Dabiri-Erewa, makes reference to statements issued by President Bola Tinubu and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, appealing to Nigerians in the diaspora to remain calm, united, and continue to defend and project the true image of the country. In a statement issued by Honorable Dabiri-Erewa, she says Nigeria is a country built on tolerance, diversity, and democratic values, and that the conspiracy theory depicting Nigeria as a country killing Christians in particular is not the true reflection of what is going on in Nigeria. According to her, President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed the nation's unwavering commitment to religious liberty and mutual respect. Or from the east to the west coast of the United States, Nigerian Americans are speaking out about the recent comments by President Trump that the U.S. will take action against Islamist militant groups. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Maria Bird spoke with a California-based leading Nigerian physician.
The good doctor, we thank you so much for joining us as you have been on channels before, and we truly appreciate you taking the time as it's a really interesting time globally, and specifically most recently with President of the United States Trump mentioning the fact that he is ready to put boots on the ground, to put the military on the ground to address what he is considering a mass killing of Christians in Nigeria. Tell us how Nigerians in the diaspora, and specifically in the United States, I know you're located in California, are responding to this.
Well, thank you for having me, and good evening to your viewers, because I'm in California right now. I think, as you said, it's a very interesting time, and I first of all say that I am one of the Nigerians in the diaspora, so I don't speak for all Nigerians in the diaspora. There are varying views, and there are many organizations. But from my point of view, I think this issue could be boiled down into a number of points. There are a lot of nuances to it, but one is that there's killing going on in Nigeria. Almost everybody agrees, whether you call it genocide, whether you call it Islamic jihadists, whether you call it Boko Haram, whether you call it herder-farmer conflict, there are killings going on in Nigeria. The Nigerian government recognizes that, and that needs to be addressed, and that needs to be solved. And then, of course, the Trump administration's threat to put some boots in the ground is concerning because, just to quote Colin Powell, we break it, we own it. And though we can go in there and take care of the violence, the question is, so what after that? And so I think that's very, very important that we, as Nigerian diaspora, Nigerian Americans in the diaspora, get involved to at least one is educate our American government, particularly our legislators, about the nuances of what's going on in Nigeria. It's not a simple Christian Islamic fight, but there's no doubt that there are jihadists, there are Islamists, and so anybody characterizing it as quote unquote genocide against Christian is not too far from the truth. But that's really not the bulk of the way Nigerians see it. The second thing I would say is that I think the Nigerian government, unfortunately, has been a little bit slow to respond to this. This has been going on for a long time. We were recently MPAC in June, where in Congress for a day with the Congress, and we met with Chris Smith. And at that time, this conversation was going on. His office said, listen, where are the Nigerians? Where is the Nigerian government? And we only have a charge d'affaires. United States is the most important country in the world, and we have no ambassador. I think that's glaring. So at this point, those of us in the diaspora need to do one thing. We need to organize ourselves. Not only organize ourselves and speak to our government, American government, and our legislators, but to be sort of the subject matter expert on the one side. And the other side is that as native Nigerians, we are culturally aware, we understand the complexity of the issue. We also need to talk to our government at the highest level to understand that killing Nigerians by Nigerians, for whatever name you call it, is unacceptable. And so the president has to take bold action that shows that he takes this serious. Relieve some people of their positions if they're not doing the work that you want. But at the end of the day, we want zero killing of Nigerians by Nigerians for whatever reason.
So we know that there is the G20 summit is coming very soon. We know that Nigeria's president was supposed to come to the White House expected this week, but we know that that's no longer happening because they're going to plan to meet in the G20 summit. What is your advice for the U.S. president in his conversations with Nigeria's governmental administration around how to address this? What should be their topics of discussion?
Well, I think my advice to the president is that the current problem is sort of a manifestation of a broader problem. One is the failure of our government to address some of the fundamental issues that are driving this: poverty, lack of economic opportunities, obscene corruption, elections that are really not free and fair. So some of those fundamental changes need to be brought to the forefront, because if we do that, everybody recognizes that Nigerians are very smart, very hardworking. If we have a free and fair Nigerian chosen leaders, these problems will not be there. So that my suggestion to the president is to demand concrete actions and not really put boots on the ground, because we don't want our children, our Marines, and our American kids dying in Nigeria if Nigerians can solve this problem for themselves. But again, that would mean putting concrete demands on the government that are visible.
And lastly, we know that the president had former President Buhari at the White House in his last administration. We know that diplomacy is a huge part of any presidential administration. Do you think this is going to have an impact on U.S.-Nigerian relations, knowing the vastness of the impact Nigeria has on the global economy?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, Nigeria is quote-unquote the giant of Africa, even though we've not lived up to it. We have tremendous human resources, tremendous mineral resources, all kinds of resources that Nigeria has available. So anything that destabilizes Nigeria, first of all, destabilizes the entire West African continent, even the entire Africa. So anything that really gets to cause instability in Nigeria will unfortunately have consequences and downstream effects that may not be anticipated. So that's one of the reasons why I'm calling on our president to be more strategic. I think his statement has woken up people, and this is not a time to say, okay, here are metrics that I would like to see so that we don't have to come in.
We thank you so much for joining us. We thank you for your comments, and we will continue to keep up on how the U.S. and Nigeria move forward.
Thank you very much for asking me.
As the full extent of Hurricane Melissa's destruction...
You guys have seen how the China have reacted to what Donald Trump have said concerning Nigeria, and what other people in US, Nigerians are in US, are also responding to what Donald Trump has said. Take what is in your eye first before taking the one in people's eyes. Leave Nigerian. We Nigerians have integrity. We Nigerians are cultures. We devices. We love ourselves despite whatever thing that are going on. We do not listen. If you want to say yes, killing, we know we have killing in Nigeria, but not Christian killing, not genocide. It's normal killing that like kidnapping, armed robbery, all those people, which also US have. US also have killing in their country. You can't sit down to tell me that they don't record death every single day in that country. Donald Trump, come and tell me that in that country that there is no day that you record death in that country. And we will agree with you. Show us the statistic of every single day of your country that if you will not record death, then you will hear killing, you will hear shooting. The same thing with everywhere, both UK, every part of the country, there is record of killing every time. So does it mean it is Christian killing or genocide? How many times have we ever heard that even the police in US, how they are shooting people? Is not part? Okay, just let me say that Nigerian president and rise up and say, why is the police in UK in this state doing those things? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? So the world to come and we are going to fight war, we are going to invade with military. How will you feel, Donald Trump? There's a lot of things in US there that you don't just sit down and think and behave as if in US is okay. As if in US is okay. Leave the country, leave our country, face your own country. It is not enough. Those things are not enough. There is another grievances. You to tell me there's something you feel that is disturbing you, and that is not enough excuse for you to interfere into another people in affairs. It is another country affair with their own government. It's an insult, man. If I was sitting in that president, I will talk back to you. Yes, if I was the one sitting there, I will call you to order and warn you never to say that word again. And if you want to leave military, we'll leave military. Two of us will go and face ourselves. Even if you like bring military, we'll bring our own military now. Let's stop this thing. Even why will you two? Nigeria is a major place of concern. What do you mean Nigeria is a major place? Tell me which country in this world, in this country, there is no kidnapping, no killing, no genocide, nothing. Tell me which country. Tell me, every single country is passing through global crisis, unemployment, genocide. So many things are happening in different countries. It's the one that is because I don't blame now. It's Nigerian government. I think you see, Tinubu, this is an eye opener. It's an eye opener that people can just sit down and insult our country, insult our president, talk anything they like, and we cannot stand to talk about their country. Who told you that? That is why you need to buckle up. That is why you need to buckle up. Now they are feeling as if in their own country there's no problem. See the way they are talking as if in their country there's no problem. Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Nigeria has a problem. Yes, and every other country has a problem. And Nigeria is trying to fix their problem. We are fixing our own. We are fixing. One thing about us is that we are so much. I will tell you that Nigeria is much more of a Christian than even of a Muslim. Yeah, Nigeria is much more of a Christian than even of a Muslim. Nigerian Christianity is populated. If you go to all those Hausa land, you see more of Nigerian Christians than even the Muslim. Even most of the Hausas are Christians. But let's come to a few places where all these things are being done. Boko Haram and the terrorism. There are those few gangs and few people that went to a few places and started disturbing the little children there, disturbing them and carrying them away and saying that they must do this and they must do that. If they don't do this, this will not happen. Tell you, it also happened in US. It also happened here. There was one man, the guy, Aluma that came, whether it's Kabuna, Kapala, Kabala or Kabuna. That one came and was saying he's the king of Scotland. But the immigration caught him, removed him. That is just remove him. It doesn't say that. Do you know that thing went global? It's just like in South Africa now, where the whites are saying that blacks cannot enter. What are you saying about that? Donald Trump is like war is hungry in you, Abi. Nigeria is not afraid of that too. Nigerian militaries are strong. We are really strong. You don't even go that area, because if you try that area, we will finish your military. It's there to will finish the whole of your military. It's there to don't feel because people are America. Because you are America, you feel that because you are America, you are internationally rated. You are internationally rated, and because you are internationally rated, and you are the bigger, you are this, and because of that, you can just come down on them. No. Let's revise it. Remember before, the war power was Egypt from Africa. You should know that the Africa are the war power. Remember that. It has not changed. It's still there. So, but what I'm saying to you, you have to take a GP, face what is in America. Like, you see all the if you watch, you see every single Nigerian is concerned about the day you raise your voice to say something. Leave our government. We are fixing our problem with our government. We are talking to them. We are screaming at them. We are shouting at the government. We are doing this thing. Though we know we have a lot of things, but let me even advise Nigeria. You see the reason why that we should have fair and free elections. You see the reason why we should put the right president that should be there, so that the president that is concerned, that the people use their hand to select. Because any president that the people use their hand to select, work with the people, listening to them, because they know that this was selected, this was democratically elected by the people, and the president that was elected by the people was the president that loved the country, that loved to see the progress. That is why. That is, see. Now, tell me, other presidents are not even going to see this thing. Other presidents are not even going to see Donald Trump. Now, Buhari went and see Donald Trump. Donald Trump still wants Tinubu to come and see him. What kind of thing? Okay, Donald Trump, if you go to your meet us and come to our country and meet. Don't you know you are supposed to do that? Okay, you heard of something that this is Jerusalem. Why don't you make an invitation or invite a Nigerian president and say, okay, I want to have a meeting with you? Have you ever sit down to invite Nigerian president or say, Nigerian president, I need to come and see you? And Nigerian president will make tour for you and sit down and come into Nigeria. Now let's chat of this thing, and you tell him, listen, this is what is going on, why? And he will tell you, and everything will be settled. You have a lot of problems that you need to sort out. If the money is too much, if you know that America have gotten too much, because if America have got too much money, I don't see why people. I have cousins, plenty of people there. There's one of my cousins now, about 1 year now, he has no job. I have many people there that are struggling, suffering. So what I'm trying to tell you now is that if America is okay, you can all those billion, say you say send them fighting. Why is there people suffering? You see how some of these countries are. They will be carrying their money, sharing for war, sharing for this, doing for this, and their people now suffering and crying. And you see that they will be organizing, doing everything, going out, doing nothing they will not do to. I don't know whether they are these are globalism. Yeah, globalism. Like Trump is a globalism. Trump doesn't want to just rule America. I want to rule the whole world. Well, how is it possible? How is it possible for you to rule the whole world? You need to stay in your country. That's where your citizens are. That's where the citizens are. So you can't come stand and say you want to rule a country where they didn't plant your aspirant. You be thief. You should go and carry your seat and put in the middle of the world. Yes, now carry your seat and put in the middle of the world. Let them do throne middle for you. In the middle of the world, so that you know that yes, where the head senior the entire world leader is. Now say you're a world leader, world president. They put your throne in the middle now. In the middle. So where would they put King Charles? King Charles. So where would they put King Charles? Let's stop all this globalism. That is all this. Listen, let me advise all you president that is in globalism. You better stay in your country. Yeah? All you president, this is a warning to all of you. Say, advise all of you that are sitting in that place. You are not okay with your country. You are not okay with the one you're sitting. You want to come and rule other country that you are not even from there. You are not from the language. So how do you intend to rule that people? You don't think, you don't know you have to finish the one in your house. Did they tell you to come and rule us? Did we tell you to put eye in our problem? Amebo, Pokonodu. Did we tell you to put eye in our problem? Mr. Tron or whoever. Please face your problem, man. You have a lot of problems. Face it. You have a lot one, even face that side. You see, we have no genocide in our country, okay? We are only facing a kind of normal thing that other countries are facing, which is armed robbery, killing, armed robbery, kidnapping, insecurity, inflation, and all those minor things that can be sorted by we and the government. So leave us. We have not come to put hand. If we want to start exposing a lot of things in America now, it's enough for the whole country to join hands and ask America to stop doing whatever they are doing. Yes, it's enough. So take a GP here. Yeah, take it. Don't be looking for globalism. Yeah, stay in your country where you are ruling. That's where you face. Do it well, do it better, and leave other country hand. That's all I can tell you. If you want to help, assist. There's a difference between assisting and saying I want to. You want to assist, you want to give country money. Yes, we are ready, we accept that one. But when you say you want to fight war, then you have to get ready to fight yourself. Because Nigeria, we are not afraid of you. Yeah, we are not afraid of you, drone. Yeah, we are not afraid. Our military is 24 hours ready. We are not afraid. So if you think that fighting is, you are hungry about fighting, bring it on. Bring it on, President Trump. Bring it on and see whether we will not disgrace your military people. Sometimes let's be sensible, man. You see the citizens, all of us now started coming out. Am I a military officer? I'm a citizen of Nigeria, telling you to stop. We got children, we got everything. Nigeria has suffered enough. Nigeria has suffered enough. And the enough Nigeria has suffered is enough for other people to put their eye off. And only what eye you should put in Nigeria now is how to help Nigeria, not to say military. As even you said to us now that, oh, you are going to send some missionary to go to Nigeria or some this, or you are going to visit Nigeria to see how you can sort out all these things by dialogue. We will accept that and not by military invention. If you say military invention, you will invent yourself alone. It's only you want that you invent yourself. We are not afraid. You want physical person, we are ready. If you want military by military, we are ready. Spirit by spirit, we are ready. Bomb by bomb, we are ready. Yeah, this is Nigeria City telling we are ready. You want each and individual war, we are ready. One on one, you want it woman to woman, man to man, young boy to young boy. We are ready in any level, we are ready. Choose anywhere, whether you choose anywhere you want to choose. We'll go to the middle of the world, we'll go there and all of us will battle. After all, the battle did not start today. We are ready, 24 hours ready. So we are not, don't say, use that word and when you throw it off. You know, throw and bring it on. And see how Nigeria will disgrace, that your word, disgrace you and push you one corner. And this is not a joke. So sometimes you think that because Nigeria is an African country, and because Nigeria is an African country, and because in Africa there's no technology, you have it. Who told you? Have you forgotten that? Don't you see people building things in Nigeria without even this? Don't you see there's a lot of gurus of technology? Go and check the university best that created. Most of the things you people came and stole it. Have you forget that you people came with all your this thing that you people are doing, coming to for slave trading then. That many of you stole many of our things that we have done. Craft to your countries. Listen, Mr. Man. We got everything. So we are not afraid. If you want peace, we'll give you peace. You want war, we'll come for you. We do war too. We are not scared. So I don't know what people are saying, but for we are not scared. But how will this thing be the best way? I expect you, as a senior man, and as a senior man, like a senior man, to have a dialogue with Nigerian president. If you feel concerned, you call him. That is what somebody do. When you are concerned about other country, you call the person because you are not ruling that country. You have to give that respect and call and say, my friend, is this you I'm having? You advise. That's how you because you too have your own problem. I've come to the end of this thing. This is just a spicy talking to you. Please stay in your throne. Stay where you are. Don't think about Nigeria. Leave us alone. Don't worry. Face your problem. We will sort our problem. Our problem will be sorted. Don't worry, God will do it for us. We have a way of sorting our own, but we don't want you involved in our problem. Please carry your while and go, because we don't have problem. We don't even have any genocide in Nigeria. There's killing, we know, but there's no genocide in Nigeria. There's no Christian. I'm a Christian. There's no Christian. I go to Nigeria every single time. Sometimes we just have Igbo and Yoruba, maybe Yoruba and this thing and that. It's a market fight, or just like market people fighting. It's not like it's something. But anything like Christian genocide is all a lie. Even the Hausa that you are saying that they are the ones that have been even affected more in that place. Oh, you don't know. Oh, you don't know. Let me break it down to you before I stop this video that is too long now. I want to let you know that the Hausas are the ones that have been facing this genocide that you are talking about. The Hausas. Yeah, because one in this thing, those are the ones Boko Haram are coming to. Yeah. You are telling me, who told you it's Christian? Christian who's Christian? It's Hausa land where Boko Haram come pack their people, because the Boko Haram is telling the Muslim, it's not even the Christian, the Muslim. I don't know who is giving you a mistake. The Muslim are the ones suffering. Is the Boko Haram. They came and said, no, Muslim should be like this, how they want Muslim to be. They have to make sure that children are not going to school. Girls are not going to school. They must marry them when they are very young. That was what they were fighting for. They were saying that they don't have to work. And it was the same Muslim, not Christian. It was Muslim people, Muslim school, Muslim everything. Go and check it out now. Muslim everything they are going for. Then you go to Fulani herdsmen are only going into the bush, not killing Christians. They are going into to massacre farmers so that they can have space to do their things. What kind of thing? But that is which is what we are fighting for. We, the country, are already fighting them, chasing them away. So that anything like Christian genocide, there's no Christian genocide. But if you want to come and help us to clear Fulani herdsmen, clear Boko Haram, clear, we will invite you, make way for you for that. But only them, no touching any, only them. You want to come and clear them, we'll give you that way so that you can help us and be the bulldozer to clear all of them. But if you say you want to say it's war, you want to come and fight us, then we are not afraid of you. If you feel that Nigerians should be the one that you want to use in we are not afraid of it. Just better know that your giantness will fall it down. Will bring your giantness down, and you will not have mouth again to say. So don't bring yourself to that level. That's what I'm telling you right now, so you can know before it's too late. Anyway, Donato, who have ear, let him hear. Have ear, hear. Count your teeth before you leave. Watch well, listen, understand before you enter into something you are not supposed to enter inside, because not everything that you find yourself into might take your head. Anyway, I've come to the end of this. Please subscribe, comment, like this video. What do you think? This thing that is happening, thank God for China. War, which we don't want. But if it comes, then Donald Trump is the cause of it. We'll give it back to him. Thank you and God bless you. More updates coming. More and more updates coming, and the reaction of Sowore to the police, which we are coming soon to bring to you on this channel. Anyway, keep your eye on there for the next update that is coming. How Sowore reacted to the Lagos State Commissioner of Police. I will see you again and again, and soon we will meet for another update. But for now, I want to say bye and enjoy your day.